So this person here that continues to comment, this African that thinks that Black Americans are immigrants, I watched a speech by a woman who is of the Lenape tribe, and she works for the city of Philadelphia. Her grandmother, however, was Liberian, and her family has ties to being in the presidency of Liberia. However, this immigrant right here is very sad because this immigrant is angry because YouTube doesn't allow the entire comment. This immigrant is fighting for his life, supporting another immigrant who said that immigrants built anything in the United. First off, to claim that immigrants built anything in the United States is wild. But this immigrant here, this African immigrant, is now saying that Black Americans are immigrants and is fighting for his life to support the narrative that immigrants built the United States of America. That not only the United States of America, but specifically New York City, where Black Americans designed many of the buildings, churches, and are like historical places that still stand in New York City. So this immigrant is fighting for his life to claim that not only are Black Americans slaves, wild, right? But is also saying that Black Americans are immigrants and is fighting for his life to support an immigrant who is now the mayor of New York City, who just made an entire speech which mentioned nothing about Native Americans, which mentioned nothing about Black Americans, except for the fact that immigrants built New York City. Now, this African immigrant is fighting for his life to now call Black Americans immigrants. Now I see why FBA's fundamental Black Americans are really angry because this is really infuriating me. And then it says, well, instead of responding with anger, I'm not angry right now, but I am embarrassed for your ancestors. I'm embarrassed for your immigrant parents. I am embarrassed at the education that you received, your embarrassment. And the fact that you keep commenting and trying to call Black Americans immigrants shows that I see why so many Black Americans want nothing to do with African immigrants. And it's sad, as a person that's lived in two African countries, hopefully moving to my third African country soon, it is embarrassing that you exist. It really is embarrassing.